And let's talk about the fact that they haven't got James Isco on the field of play from the start. If they could get into the side, now would be the time, surely, with so many of the main players missing. Why aren't they on that pitch?
You'll think so. There's not enough confidence on James. That's number one. And Zidane has preferred this pre-season the likes of Marco Asensio, Lucas Vázquez to Isco. Isco, we've said it for so long now, he's irregular. Yes, he's got a lot of quality, but doesn't appear in certain games. You don't know if he's really a forward or midfielder. He's not good enough as a midfielder for Real Madrid, I feel, and it looks like Zidane has given the chance to Kovacic on one hand, and also Marcos Asensio to be part of the lineup. So, surprise in a way, but it's also a message to James. If you find a team from now to beginning of September, you can go.
Bye-bye. Gaisca, Alvaro Morata. He returns from Juventus. Real have brought him back. How will it be different for Real playing with him in the side compared to Karim Benzema?
I think with Morata you get more movement. He's a player that he's played before on the flanks, like he used to do Ronaldo in the early days, that he can play as a number 9, could play them both left and right. So I think it gives you more, but obviously as a number 9, I think Benzema hasn't any competition. And when he's fit, he'll be the man to play. It's a question when Zidane has the BBC. I think Morata knows already that he's not going to be playing. That'll be obviously most of the games. So it's something that I don't really understand in terms of Morata after being a Juve play, make his name and get his minutes. Now staying at Madrid, I don't think it's the way for him in terms of his career.
These are a couple of the Olympians from the Basque country getting their golden insignia. It's nice for this to be marked on the final day of the Olympic Games. So a moment to celebrate in the Basque country. As far as Real Sociedad are concerned, Guillem, what are we expecting from them? Can they push for European places this season?
They are excited on one hand because they got Eusebio and he got a team that was bottom 10 and managed to left with 9th last season. They play good football, but the fact there hasn't been new names has left a little bit everybody disappointed. So, as there were no big names, why don't we make a big story and get everybody excited? So all of a sudden it looked like Athletic Bilbao were willing to pay 40 million euros for what it is already the main star of Real Sociedad, Oyarzabal. Real Sociedad, a few hours later, this is Lopetegui, of course, the new national coach, former Real Sociedad player. And Real Sociedad reacted to that, if it was true or not, we're not sure, but reacted to that and renewed the contract of Oyarzabal, which got everybody excited. Yeah, he's staying. Clever from Real Sociedad, and it's good to keep him, of course. Great player.
OK, well, the players are just coming to the centre circle. The crowd are about to observe a moment's reflection in memory of the former Real Sociedad striker Dalian Atkinson, who sadly passed away this week. So as and when they gather to do that, then we will let you know. OK, so Real Madrid's title tilt starts here. Let's hand you over to your commentators, Terry Gibson, but first, Rob Palmer, good evening.
Very good evening, David. One of the traditional fixtures on the calendar, the 139th meeting between Real Sociedad of San Sebastian and the Real Madrid of Madrid. Two royal teams, it's the meaning of Real, of course.
One or two absentees for Real Sociedad as well, but this is a tricky fixture for Real Madrid. We talked about Betis and Barcelona yesterday, but Betis at home, with all due respect to Betis, is a far easier game from Real Madrid away to Real Sociedad.
Carvajal puts in the cross, and it's taken just over a minute for Gareth Bale to register Real Madrid's first goal of the season. He loves it here. That's 4 goals in 4 games at the Anoeta.
Just talking about a tricky game, Gareth Bale steps up. They've asked him to be the leader. No Benzema, no Cristiano Ronaldo. The first cross that goes into the box. He showed everyone last season his prowess in attacking balls in the air, the amount of headers he scored for Real Madrid. It's the first cross of the season for Real Madrid. And Gareth Bale gets on the end of it. It's a lovely diagonal pass, change of direction of the attack. So simple. Dani Carvajal has plenty of time on the ball. Takes an immaculate first touch. And the perfect cross for Gareth Bale to go and attack in that centre-forward position. It is a supreme header. It's a fantastic header from Gareth Bale.
Well, he finished last season with a bang. Scored 19 goals last season, all of them in La Liga. And in the absence of Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo, he gets Real Madrid off to a flyer. Oh, misses out completely. And Kiko Casilla comes a long way out of his goal. Sharp feet. And as a goalkeeper, I suppose you have to be anticipating mistakes from your defenders, but that was one major lapse in concentration.
That was brilliant goalkeeping from Kiko Casilla, because you normally be expecting that. A mistake by Ramos. A lot of pace on the ball. It was out quickly. That's a really good starting position.
That's brilliant goal by Morata, leaves two defenders for dead, waiting for the connection. They keep hands off, and well, he has returned a much more accomplished player.
Yeah, he just needs more goals, Rob. He's the Juventus, he got big goals, important goals, but he needs to rack up those numbers. There's a concern, the injury to Benzema. So make a brief comeback in the Super Cup. He's ongoing. Injury problems with Benzema. Morata can lead the line as he's doing so far. Really good.
Asensio. Bale lets it go. Marcel. Kovacic. Gets the ball back. Oh, it's a big save. Drews with a direct drive, but fortunate for him, Rui had an excellent view and strong wrists.
Again, threatening attacking play from Real Madrid with pace. So as usual, attacking at every opportunity. Eventually it's Toni Kroos with the effort from just outside the box. Going for power. Trying to find that bottom corner. Good save from Rui.
With the corner for the near post. Seeing players again. A lot of willingness always from Marcelo to have a shot at goal. He's had a good pre-season actually. He weighed in with 3 goals in 2 matches, a couple against Chelsea, 1 against Paris Saint-Germain.
Spectacular effort from Marcelo. Catches it cleanly. Distance wide of the target.
To believe that Marcelo is still only 28 years of age. He seems to have been around. There was a holding midfield player on the market in the summer. Until the Real Madrid were interested in Paul Pogba. Even Florentino Perez couldn't pay those prices. Oh, it's a breakthrough here, and it's the wrong ball played. Real Madrid's defence. A lot to be concerned about. Here's Gareth Bale. Take a little look at that chance in a minute. Mendy in an unusual position. Morata goes down. There have been 3 lapses from Real Madrid, which Real Sociedad have almost taken advantage of. They had a bit more belief.
Well, it looks so good going forward, Real Madrid, but weaknesses tonight in the defence. As you said, Ramos looks rusty. Completely the wrong choice there from Mendy. He shoots and the goalkeeper makes the save, fair enough, but he's played it across the just outside the 6-yard box, more in hope he hasn't picked out a teammate. It was a real wasted opportunity for Real Sociedad, and this is an opportunity for Real Madrid. He talks about Ramos being rusty, but he has shown form in pre-season. At the opposite end of the pitch, getting on the end of set pieces. A familiar position there, where he just likes to confuse the defence.
Normally from this distance, Ronaldo will be preening himself. He's not fit tonight. So Cruz into the far post, and well, there's enough of a presence from Rui to catch the eye of Ramos, even if it wasn't a punch on the ball.
The goalkeeper actually deflects it onto the head of Ramos. He doesn't make contact. This is it.
He missed it, didn't he? Yeah. Haymaker. Mendy. Whammy. Marcelo. Confirmation that Fabello was yellow carded for that high challenge. Here goes Morata. Oh, great speed from Morata. He has options. Sometimes greed is seen as a plus in a striker. He's determined to score on his second Real Madrid debut.
For all the attributes, isn't he? A top-class striker. Really effective in the first half, driving the defenders, taking defenders on one occasion. He cut the ball back. This time he goes for goal himself. Tries to be really at his near post. Concha is playing in front of him. It can be Bell, it can be Carvajal. He saw it to turn an effect with a goal, which was almost unopposed.
It's a brilliant run again. It's a sleeping Real Sociedad defence, and it is punished by Asensio. He had the freedom of the half there. They stood and they stared, and he punished them.
With some style. It's a really stylish goal. It's a great finish from the young player. It's a long direct play from Real Madrid. They see the space. They have the ability to find that long pass. Again, static defending from Real Sociedad. Just seem to lose concentration at vital times. It's far too easy. Martinez is deeper than his defensive partner, Mikel Gonzalez, who takes up a really bad position. Fullback isn't in the correct position either. Once Asensio gets through, it's a big moment for the youngster. One-on-one against the goalkeeper. There's the composure just to skillfully lift it over Geronimo Rulli. It's a smashing finish. A convincing lead for Real Madrid.
Incredible composure for one so young, only 20 years of age, making his first La Liga start for Real Madrid. Marcelo's cross, Casemiro's in there. Bodying run from the Brazilian.
Such an important player, Casemiro. Talks about the balance he gives to the team, but he is generally the only holding midfield player that they have. Which might be an area of concern for Zidane, that if he is injured, suspended, the shape of the team does have to change.
There's Casemiro, cool-headed, finds his fellow Brazilian Marcelo. Seismic cross to Morata. Straight into the heart of the Real Sociedad penalty area, and the referee had a big call there. He decides that Morata had made the most of that. There is a directive to the referees that if they believe that somebody has died, or use their parlance, simulated, they go into the book.
This is going to be interesting to have another look. I thought it was a penalty. Mikel Gonzalez goes down. There's a touch, isn't there? There's a lunge in. I know you're going to disagree with me.
I must admit, my first reaction is I thought it was. Having seen the third replay, I thought he played for it. But you're the striker, you're the professional, you're the one that knows. And if you say, nah, I'm never going to disagree with you, Terry. Here he goes again, Morata. Oh, twists and turns, and Rui sticks out a leg. Oh, the bar is crashed by Toni Kroos.
It's a risk they're taking, Real Sociedad, committing more players into attack, on the counter-attack, and Morata in particular, driving forward with the ball. To make a significant change is probably what's needed, so you imagine it would be for a partner for one knee. Toni Kroos feeding the ball up wide to Morata, twists and turns. Mikel Gonzalez, initially a good save from Geronimo Rulli. Good technique from Toni Kroos as well, difficult skill. Real Madrid really unlucky there not to get their third goal.
Real Sociedad hoping for an improvement on last season when David Moyes was in charge. They got off to a very slow start. Didn't win in the opening 4 games, didn't score in the opening 3. Ilamendi teases it, keeper stays on his line and sees it Sail over his bars, Inigo Martinez, who came crashing in.
And continually, Real Madrid taking the set pieces, and occasionally you think a left-footer would be beneficial. Inigo Martinez is one of the few left-footers, so even in the penalty area, attacking the ball, Yuri Bacici, the left-back, might be another option for something, a little bit of a variation in the delivery into the box.
Has to be part of guesswork from Rui here. Maybe the right foot of Ramos. Will it be a Bale bullet? It's Ramos. Now Kovacic. Oh, top save from Rui. Saw that very, very late. But an awkward height for the keeper as well.
It's a stunning effort from Kovacic though. This ball rebounds off the wall. Good first touch. He's rushing out to close him down. Excellent goalkeeping from Rui.
Hasn't yet scored a league goal for Real Madrid. Mateo Kovacic. All-time drop. Bursts in there. It's followed by Marcelo. And Marcelo had to give his absolute maximum to chase down the talented teenager of Real Sociedad.
He just needed a bigger touch inside to take it infield, to get across the defender Marcelo. He continued to run pretty much in a straight line. It's good movement. He's in his own half when the ball is played. Gets him behind Marcelo. And that touch there needed to take it more across the goal. It made it really difficult for Marcelo to make any challenge from behind. Marcelo as well to get back and get a block on. Pico Casilla was out as well, under pressure, the youngster.
Miguel Ayathabal will be a player who is on the radar of most. Ramos drives out the defence. Vasquez. Rui has made a number of good saves tonight.
Very good shot stopper. Suspect at times on crosses, as we saw when that free kick was delivered in the first half when he attempted to punch and completely missed it.
Let's go fouled.
So Ramos venturing forward there. Hammies with the shot.
There's a chance for the final goal. Gareth Bale finishes it off. They took their eye off him for a second. And there he was. 2 for Bale on the opening night of the season.
The open proceedings with a goal in the first minute or so of the game. And he's wrapped it up nicely for Real Madrid with another finish with the last kick of the game. Great start for Real Madrid and Gareth Bale.
Well, again, it was sloppy defending. Bale was away, sharp-minded from the opening minute of the game to the final kick of the game. And the final kick confirmed the success for Real Madrid. Maybe a flattering scoreline overall. Again, he stays spirited, committed, Real Sociedad, but ultimately class told in San Sebastian. And Real Madrid have beaten Real Sociedad